passionate and inspiring journey beside her friend Farrah Fawcett while she battled cancer. And Fight for Fighting is taking the stage to sing their latest hit. All that, hot topics, and more coming up live on The View.
And welcome to The View. Hello.
Is that what this show is? Yeah.
No, it's you know what you said I could use my phrase wisely. Can I do it?
Sure.
Okay, because Lavette Slater, our hair person, did my hair up, and I feel like Flo from Alice. Yeah. You remember that? And she used to go, "Kiss my grits." So I just wanted to do that.
What were you got to do with your hair?
Because the hairdo looks like Flo from Alice.
Is this all one thing?
It's all one wig, yeah.
But what were you doing to your nose? That was what I was
saying. It was a piece of hair.
Okay, moving right along.
Very peculiar. Yeah, we'll move it along. A gossip website posted paparazzi pictures of Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger's wife, Maria Shriver, violating a law he signed into being, talking on a cell phone while driving. You know, it's against the law in California.
Yeah.
He thanked the paparazzi for their tweeting and bringing it to his attention and said there will be, quote, swift action.
If I had seen that I was driving near her, I would have texted 911.
You would have been driving.
Get it?
Yeah.
But you know what's interesting?
I didn't get missed it. Yes.
She would have reported her, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but I would have been also breaking the law.
Right.
If you
she would have texted it. Yeah. So,
okay, but are you going to say something?
I was just going to say, keep in mind, on Monday,
that's what I was
Arnold Schwarzenegger signed into law an anti-paparazzi bill, making it easier to sue the paparazzi. Yeah. I think it's all quite interesting. But yes, Barbara,
that does not take place until next January.
Okay.
So she cannot now, if she wanted to sue, she couldn't, because it doesn't take. But furthermore, it wouldn't. The bill is supposed to be if it invades your privacy. That is, if it had taken her at home. I mean, there's this question about what if they showed her doing this on her own property, maybe she could sue. But if she's riding on a public street, it's harder to sue someone taking your picture.
And I want to see, I wonder if she's going to put out a statement, because with the whole now, she can't get fined because the police didn't stop her. It was just a picture. But it would be nice to hear a statement going, yes, I shouldn't have been doing this, because they do pick up people. The police, they give them tickets when they see them on the cell phone.
It's a very good opportunity to educate people about it. It's really scary that people start texting while they're driving. It's one thing. Women put their mascara. You ever see these women? They're putting their mascara on while they're driving, texting. It's really scary.
Well, the whole idea that people have forgotten, as we said a couple of days ago, the car is for driving.
I know.
It is not a bathroom. It is not a bedroom. It is not any place to do anything except to drive. Now, we tell teenagers not to talk on the phone and text and drive. So one would think the First Lady of California would have to come on and say, you know what, I made a boo-boo.
Yeah.
But the real question is, why is it more annoying when a celebrity gets photographed doing something than when we see it done by other people?
I think it might be annoying when you see the celebrity doesn't get in trouble for it.
Well, most people don't. I mean, if you go outside right now, you count the cars of people talking and picking their nose and stuff. It's nasty.
No, there are good and bad things about being a celebrity. I used to talk about it with my daughter, who had trouble as many children of people who are somewhat well known do, and I would call it the FF syndrome, famous face. It works sometimes. It's very nice every once in a while to have the famous face. On the other hand, you got to be more careful. You don't crash the line. You try to behave yourself and stay home, or behave yourself in a store and not, I don't know what, raise your voice and so. And celebrities are, people, especially these days, where everybody has a camera.
It's crazy.
In this case, it's because also she's not just a celebrity; she's the governor's wife,
who enacted, who passed a law.
Right. So she's breaking the law. It's a little bit double jeopardy.
Because if I get stopped, I'm going, Maria Shriver. You know, you bring it up.
Are you tweeting on when you're driving?
When I drive, no, I don't tweet. But if I'm in a car, like in New York, you take cars mostly. You're in the cab. I tweet all the time, but I'm not driving.
But do you? So when no one is looking, and the phone rings in the car when you're in LA, do you answer it?
You know what? I used to until my girlfriend told me about that loss. I went and bought like a really cheap headset to put in my ear because I have my nieces and nephews in the car all the time.
Shouldn't be doing that either.
That's just as bad because you're distracted.
No. I got it in my ear. Okay, realistically, you need your cell phone. So I'm trying to abide by the law.
Realistically, that's wrong.
No, it's not wrong. No, it is not wrong.
It's against the law.
No, in California, they say you need a headset. Well, in California, you do as Californians do.
I don't know about that law, but
it's not wrong to talk on the phone while you're driving, Barbara, if you have a headset in your ear.
It's not against the law. It is not.
Listen, Sherry, whether it's against the law or not, it's very distracting when you're talking on the phone and trying to watch the road.
I know how to do it.
But that was my point. That was my point earlier, was that it's something that everyone seems to do because everyone knows how to do it. Except, you know, people know how to drive when they're drunk, and people know how to drive when they can, you know, find stuff and put their iPad. At some point, someone's going to have to decide, you know what? It's not good. If you're in the car, you shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing this. Nobody should be down here. You should be just doing this. They should not be picking the nose. Nothing.
But that's what we just said. That when Sherry says it's okay because I can talk.
That was what I just.
We all agree with you. We don't agree with her.
Even with a headset. No, Whoopi and I, the three of us are saying, even with a headset, because in New York.
Okay.
In New York, a lot of us, if we can, take taxis.
Right.
I don't want to see the taxi driver talking, and I don't want to see the bus driver.
That's the best example you could use.
Sure.
Would you get in a car where a driver who is driving you is going to be on the phone all the time and talking?
Interestingly enough, I never say anything to cab drivers when they're talking. When I have Jeffrey in the cab, I ask him if they will get off the phone. When my son is in the cab with me. I love that. Value his life more than mine, but
no. But here's the you know, as parents, we value our children and we do stuff for our children. But I tell you, after enduring 18 years of captivity, J.C. Dugard, do you remember J.C. Dugard? Yes. Okay, she's on the cover of the latest People magazine, and she looks happy and healthy. You know, now you have to hand it to the police progression photo of what they thought she would look like, because it's quite uncanny that she actually looks the way that they assumed that she would.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty amazing.
Wow. Well, these are pictures that People magazine had a photographer take. The family, by the way, did get paid for doing these, and there are evidently other pictures inside the magazine. They want people to buy the magazine, so they're not showing them. The other thing that I thought was fascinating when the editor was on one of the programs talking, a lot of the programs this morning, is that her children, who are 15 and 11, something like that, that they're not going to school yet, but supposedly they are educated at the level of where they would be had they gone to school. And she was the one who was teaching them. Really? And she had only been 14.